Being the Living History Coordinator out here, I'm responsible for all the veterans and volunteers that come through here to participate in our Living History program, Living History Weekends. We do it 8 times a year. And our main mission out here is to inspire our youth by honoring our heroes. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
Us as reenactors have to portray what actually happened during World War II in the Pacific. All our weapons are period weapons, and we have an armor that keeps them firing. As you saw, the tank that came out here is all World War II.
What made the reenactment so impactful for you as you watched it?
Oh, it was everything. It was the sound effects, the actual airplane flying over, the explosions. Now they got the landing craft landing.
When I first assumed command down here, we wanted to introduce all of the facets that it took for our efforts in the Pacific Theater. It was not just strictly the Marines hitting the beach anymore. We wanted to show the Army, the Navy, the Air Corps, all of our ladies that served, our Rose of the Riveters back home, all of everything that it took, all of the sacrifices that were made. And it's hard to interpret the Air Corps without an airplane flying overhead. And I was lucky enough to approach Mr. Ward about it and his Freedom Flyers, and was shocked when he said yes. And I was very excited. And that's, to me, now it's the total package.
It was funny because I heard, the sound effects of the airplanes and the bombs, but then I was like, that sounds like a real plane flying over, and then he comes barreling by. That was fantastic.
An actual World War II fighter aircraft? Does anybody around the country have that? I think we're the only one. It's awesome.
I tell you, it gave me chills.
Every show that I've done out here, we've had at least one World War II veteran in the crowd. And of course, we recognize them individually. Unfortunately, today, we did not have a World War II veteran in the crowd. And we are all out here well aware that there will be a time when that will no longer be an option. And the greatest generation is no longer among us. So we know that it's our job and it's our honor to tell their story and to tell it as accurately as possible. It just so happened today that we got to let the folks in the crowd know we did have one World War II veteran participate in our program. And I think a lot of folks were shocked when I mentioned that he was in the back seat of Pecos Bill. And I think they realized how special that was, not just for that particular veteran, but for the entire mission and what we're trying to do here, what we're trying to accomplish.
Oh, I imagine that brought back a lot of memories to a World War II veteran, and I hope he enjoyed riding in it as much as we enjoyed watching it.
I say God bless him. I think that was fantastic.
We are very honored that he was among our program today, and he could join with us. And he is the reason that I want to make sure that his story and the story of the men who served with him are never, ever forgotten.